Can you guys believe it's your senior year of indoor track? You guys have been doing this a little while, haven't you? Talk a little bit about, you guys have had one meet under your belt. How do you think things went? Aidan, I'll start with you.
It was super tiny, but like it was good. It was good to like the team was super positive, and I think there was a bunch of PRs and stuff like that, so it was a good thing.
What do you mean by tiny? Just because there weren't so many teams there?
Yeah, just like the limited numbers, is the atmosphere is way different compared to last year. So.
Yeah. You've been around this as well, Taylor, for now 4 years. How would you kind of compare what you went through last Friday versus what you've normally gone through?
Yeah, I don't know. I think there was not as much competition, which can be difficult. I mean, there was definitely less people, which was good, but it was also like way faster than usual because there wasn't as much rest time. So I was just like boom, boom, boom the whole entire time. But yeah, it was a successful meet, I think. But.
How do you get used to that this year, knowing that you only have limited competitions, and it's almost like you got to compete against yourself basically because you're not seeing everybody?
Yeah, I think, I don't know, just focusing on yourself and just trying to improve your times and not compete against yourself almost, I think. And then like with times, or with like the amount of rest time, I don't know, I think it's always kind of like that, but just making sure you know where you need to be and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. How different was the first meet for you, going from pole vault to hurdles to everything else, knowing that you're not waiting around for a while?
Yeah, definitely. Like you could feel it. Like my body was hurting a little bit afterwards, but like it was a good thing. But yeah, the competition, like she said, is like super limited. But like she said as well, like just focusing on yourself and like your team. So.
How difficult is it for both of you knowing that you only have 2 chances to qualify and it's a limited field as well?
Yeah, it was kind of, I don't know, I guess I'll start. But for me, like, it was kind of nice to at least get some marks just to know where I'm at. And I think a few of them will be good enough to make it to state. But it's a lot of pressure knowing that you can't really mess up. Like, you gotta, yeah.
Yeah, like having like prelims and finals is definitely super nice.
Yeah.
Like when they're basically, it's like a state meet every time. So like you get twice as many tries for everything that you do. So I think that's super nice. And I think I'll be able to like build off the first meet. Everybody will be able to.
Yeah. Was it tough being one of the first teams to compete?
I think that it was like an eye opener on like how the season's going to be and the rest of the year is going to be. So
Okay.
I don't think it was tough though. So.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about your events. You're known for hurdles, triple jump. Taylor, talk a little bit about, I know you're focusing on those two, but what else are you kind of focusing on this indoor season?
I'm also doing long jump, and then the 4x2, I competed in that, so hopefully we can do good at that, or do good in that at state. But
Yeah. What are you really what are some of the finer points you're working on this year?
I would say with hurdles, just sprinting in between the hurdles, and then triple jump, getting my feet under me so I can just use the ground to get back or get up, and yeah, and then long jump, I don't know, just trying to get farther. I don't really know with long jump, but yeah.
What about for you, Aidan? You got some technical events as well. I mean, the pole vault is no easy task. What are you looking at with that event?
So I'm just trying to like build speed off the runway, and then just being able to like stay inverted through the top and being able to just keep pulling, keep rowing. And then with hurdles, just my trail leg's kind of lagging. So.
Yeah. What else are you doing this year besides those two?
Long jump, and then I want to be in some relays. Like I want to do a little more team-oriented stuff. So.
Speaking of the teams, talk about you girls came out and won. I know it's a small team field, but how nice was it to kind of start with a team victory, and how do you keep building on that for the rest of the year, Taylor?
I think it was really good. Like, honestly, going into this season, I was like, we lost a bunch of seniors. I don't know how good we'll be, but I mean, Livy definitely helped us a lot with her events, and then even, was it Leah, I think, that won one event. So distance, we've got some space in, and then, yeah, I don't know, I think we definitely have a team this year, as much as I thought we would, but yeah.
Who else is the competition you think this year on the girls' side?
I think Campbell County surprised me. I think that they'll be pretty good. I don't know who else really, maybe, I don't know. I don't know really, but.
Yeah, Sheridan looked like their girls had a pretty
sure.
good meet that first day on Saturday, the next day. And then obviously I know Cheyenne Central lost some because Burns, Pine Bluffs, and Torrington are now competing on their own, which, that's going to be interesting. What about for the boys? You guys finished second. What was that team performance like, and who else do you look at this year, Aidan?
So I think like sprint-wise, definitely Campbell County. Like they got some speedy dudes there. Our distance team, we have some depth there, and we also have some depth like in other events too. Like our jumps, like are pretty good. Like I think we had in high jump, we had like our top 3 were all Laramie for high jump. Even though it was a tiny meet, like that's just good to see.
Yeah. Who are the other teams? Anybody else kind of come to mind? Sheridan boys, probably.
Yeah, definitely Sheridan. I see Sheridan's vault squad definitely getting at least 3 or 4 on the podium this year.
Yeah.
So,
How tough is it to go against a team like that has so much depth in your main event?
he's a great coach, and so I don't know when they have kids coming out and he's just teaching them well. But it's always nice to be able to compete against those kids because higher competition, so it's even better.
I kind of started with this. It is your senior year. What are you guys looking forward to the most during this senior indoor track season?
Just trying to make it normal and just enjoying ourselves.
Anything else you'd add to that?
I don't know. I would just say like finally being able to compete is so nice, and then just living it up. I don't know.
How difficult was that to have outdoor track kind of taken away last spring and maybe makes you relish things a little bit more?
Yeah. Honestly, for me, it was more difficult coming back, thinking like how much I missed last year, how much I could have improved in those 3 months or whatever. But
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely for me as well, because I know my sophomore year I made a humongous improvement in like outdoor. Like it's such a long time for you to be able to make little adjustments, and yeah, just the best part. The worst part is like missing out on that team time. You know, like track is the most fun sport you can do, and so like missing those memories and stuff like that stinks. But
Yeah. How different will it be to have state meets separate weekends where you don't have, your girls team to kind of cheer you on, or you don't have your boys team to cheer you on, Taylor?
I think it'll be hard because not only is it split up, there's also way less girls there, so it'll be hard to, I don't know, I feel like the guys are always ones to you can always hear them cheering you on, you can, they've got the deep voices, so that'll be difficult, but I don't know.
Yeah, what about for you?
I don't know, the bigger the team in track, the better, the more chaos, the better, so there's not that much of it, but we're going to make the best of it, so.
All right, well, let's have a little bit of fun. What's the best part about track road trips?
I don't even know, I don't know, just the fun on the bus and
When you're done with all your events and just hanging out and just talking, it's just fun.
Fun on the bus, what does that entail? This is a family interview, so let's keep it clean a little bit here.
No, music, talking, just.
All right, who's the best singer on the team for guys?
John.
Who's the best singer that isn't really the best singer but thinks they are?
Talon.
What about for the girls, Taylor? Who's the best singer? You?
I don't know. We actually just did a thing where Mia and Kennedy, we would play a song and then we would pause it and we'd make them keep singing really loud. So I guess I'd have to go with Mia right now because she got a little concert going.
Okay, all right. Who? Same question. Who's the best? Who they think they're the best, but they're not.
I don't even know. I don't know. Probably Cassie or something. She just sings her heart out all the time.
But not necessarily on key.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Favorite place to eat on the road for road trips, or favorite kind of food on the road?
I was gonna say Qdoba, and then when we would go to Simplot Cafe Rio.
Oh yeah,
That's good.
Cafe Rio and Pocatello. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Worst thing or thing you're tired of the most on bus road trips, food wise?
Sitting by the heater.
Oh, okay. What about food wise?
Taco John's. When we go to I don't even know, when we stop, is it Douglas, I think?
Steel.
We stop in Douglas and then we always go to Arby's or Taco John's, and I do not like that.
Okay.
I think it's a good food.
What's kind of your go-to pregame meal, so to speak?
Well, I kind of have to watch my weight because of my polls, and so I don't really eat before.
It's a small snack, basically.
Small snack, yeah. Maybe
What are you snacking on?
some almonds, maybe.
Okay. What about for you?
I don't really eat at meets. It's really bad. But I would say I wake up and I just get a little breakfast drink and then get on the bus, and then once I get there I'll probably grab pretzels or just a small snack before I start competing. After that I don't really eat.
I'm not as young as I used to be, but how do you guys have fuel to compete when you don't eat?
I don't know, honestly.
Then again, almonds are a pretty good energy source, so I won't call you out on that one, Aidan. I'm getting further and further away from competition days. Talk a little bit about then, what do you feel like you individually have to do, and I'll start with you, Taylor, as the season progresses to get to where you want to be by early March and hopefully qualifying?
I would say just every meet, thinking about it as if it's state, you need to do your best because we only have 3 chances to compete. As much as practice helps, like meets are what would make you better. And so I don't know, I would just say thinking of every meet as if it's state and you need to do your best.
Yeah. What about for you? Kind of same thing, Aidan?
Yeah, just mental toughness while you're in meets and just do what you need, do what you need, what you know you can do. So
Well, best of luck the rest of the way. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
thank you.